we floating through just a few questions, man. First and foremost, do you think prisoners should be able to go to college and get a degree for free? Then we also asking, do you think affirmative action should be in place for students of color to get into certain colleges? We're going to talk about all that, movies, music, sports, and more. It's coming up. You kicking it with KC. Let's go. I'm not feeling this blue tint right here. Popular topics, pop tops that may or may not be talked about in the news. Yours truly, KCMC. Yeah, I had to switch the light. Hopefully that's a little bit better. We talking about this first story right here, man. This is coming from APnews.com, the Associated Press. Thousands of prisoners in the United States are earning college degrees behind bars thanks to the expansion of the federal Pell Grant program. The program, which offers tuition aid to the neediest undergraduates, is overturning a ban that was in place since 1994. This expansion aims to address the mass incarceration and racial disparities in the prison population. For prisoners, obtaining a college degree can make a significant difference in their chances of successfully reintegrating into society and finding employment. However, the use of taxpayer money for college aid to incarcerated individuals remain a controversial topic, with some arguing for a focus on improving job training and reentry programs instead. There's two sides of the argument right here. Are you with prisoners getting college degrees for free so that they can integrate better? Or are you saying, no, let's find some other ways? Now, there's two sides of the coin to argue. Obviously, if you're supporting it, the expansion of prison education through the Pell Grant program specifically, that provides these incarcerated people with these opportunities. They're trying to say it's also an opportunity to fix the racial disparities, the fact that black men or black people are disproportionately arrested compared to the white population or any other population compared. So they're trying to fix that by giving them college degrees. Now this okay. It sounds nice, right? We want to give the prisoners an opportunity to not only get back into society, but get in there with a great opportunity. All right, you got a degree, you get out there, it gives you, it may say you have a felony, but hey, you also have a bachelor's. All right, so maybe if they give you that opportunity and see the felony, you can prove yourself. I understand that. That sounds good, but check this out, bro. As somebody who went to college, took out these loans and had to go, I'm really mad at the fact that it's free. If they gotta pay for it, or if it comes, they gotta pay some type of tuition, some type of loan afterwards, cool, I get it. But free, that's like, yeah, let me make a mistake in society, go to prison, get a free college education on taxpayer money, and then come out potentially getting an opportunity that's better than somebody who didn't go to prison. Now, how does that sound? I don't know if I agree with that. I do agree with give them better reentry programs, improve job training, put them directly into training programs, trade schools, I should say. If they're doing like construction or electrical work or plumbing as a prisoner, let them easily slide into that. As soon as they get out, those are jobs and trades that we still need. Or do some of the underserved jobs that we don't have enough people for, and have them train for that. And then, depending on the profession, maybe they pay afterwards, but they still have to pay in some type of way. But I don't think them getting a bachelor's degree as soon as they leave prison is necessarily a leveling the playing field. I don't think so. You made a mistake. Now, black men, we can get arrested for anything. Anything can get pinned against us. That could be anybody, but disproportionately is black people, black men. So nowadays you can get locked up for something. You see a few cases where people get released from prison on cases that they had nothing to do with. They were innocent. So in that type of case, it's probably a few those situations, but that's few and far in between compared to the ones that are locked up for stuff that they probably did do. And I don't think they should necessarily get an opportunity to get a leg up on somebody else. Maybe a trade school, better reentry programs. Other than that, I don't think they should get free college tuition coming straight out of prison. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. I think we got another topic we're about to talk about real quick. And this one is actually coming from balleralert.com. Talking about a civil rights group, Lawyers for Civil Rights, has filed a lawsuit challenging Harvard University's legacy administration's policy alleging discrimination against students of color in favor of white children of alumni. The lawsuit argues that the admissions process violates the Civil Rights Act, especially following the recent Supreme Court decision to end affirmative action. Critics argued that without affirmative action, the preferential treatment given to legacy applicants lacks justification. President Joe Biden and congressional Democrats have joined the opposition, calling for an end to legacy admissions due to the perpetuation of privilege, I should say. The lawsuit seeks to deem the practice unlawful and argues that Harvard to discontinue it while receiving government support. Transparency on legacy admissions varies among schools, with some disclosing the impact of the practice, such as the University of Southern California, reporting that 14% of admitted students have family connections to alumni or donors. 14%. That's relatively significant. So they didn't necessarily get in there based off their academics. It has some type of connection to do with them having a family member there and or them being directly connected to someone who donated money to the new gymnasium or to the new volleyball field or baseball diamond or whatever the case may be. These kids and relatives are getting into these schools, but they're saying affirmative action, the law that kind of helps underprivileged students of color get into these predominantly white institutions. So all right, so this is what I want to say. Clearly, getting rid of affirmative action and keeping the legacy admissions, it perpetuates the privilege and the inequality in college admissions. Let's just lay that out, period. You just letting people in because they're related to somebody that graduated there or they donated money. That's BS. It's also unjustifiable, especially when you're getting rid of affirmative action. I feel like it's only fair if you want to do it based on merit of these kids. And you're treating students of color specifically with a disadvantage. You're giving them a disadvantage. Because predominantly, historically speaking, there are predominantly white institutions. So, yes, there's going to be a lot more white people going to these schools than you're going to let black people in based off this legacy. So, that makes it very unfair if we're being quite honest. Right? But on the other hand, think about it like this. I'm not with them getting rid of affirmative action and keeping legacy. I think they should keep both or get rid of both. But also, if I just donated a lot of money to a school, I kind of want my kid to get in there and get preferential treatment. I'm not going to lie. No cappuccino. Like, if you donate enough money for that university to get a brand new football field or get jerseys for the entire hockey team, bro, your student deserves to probably even be on that hockey team. I'm just going to be 1,000 with you, though. Now, if we're going to really crack down on it, let's crack down on it then. Everybody, get all 14% out of there and make them reapply based off their academics, their grades. Other than that, shut it all down. But I kind of see if somebody donated money. See, the legacy part, just because your kid went there, just because your dad went there or your mom went there, nah, you don't need to go there. You might be stupid. But if my mom or my daddy donated some bread up in this mug, I see my legacy last name up in the rafters or on the outside this stadium, I think I should be up in here free. I think I should be a student for life for free. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's switch it up. I don't like this blue tint that they got going on right now, but we about to talk about music real quick. Audio audit. I listened to 3 different projects. First one, Currency and Harry Fraud. It's called Vices. Listen to it on YouTube Music. No endorsement. Shout out to YouTube, though. This was a quick listen, actually. 9 tracks, 22 minutes. I like my projects to be between 30 and 45 minutes. Not too short that I don't take it serious. Not too long that I get bored. This was just under 30, so I didn't really take it serious, but it was a quick listen. I enjoyed that. Out of all 9 songs, only one stood out. That was Black Point Boat Launch. It was a nice beat on there. Now, if I'm being honest about Currency, I've listened to his last couple projects. And I known Currency since he was running around with Young Money and them. This is what I will say. His flow is very unconventional. It's very kind of like, his cadence is different. His melody, it's all different. It's not necessarily on the beat, or his rhyme scheme isn't the same. If you see what I'm saying. But I respect his flow. Nonetheless, I feel like he kind of messed up some of these beats, bro. Currency, bro, you be having some hard beats, pause. But your flow just be so subpar sometimes. I be like, oh, I'm embarrassed for you, bro. I respect. Hey, I saw him when he came live in Lansing for the 420 Music Fest. I was there. I listened to his recent project. Like, trust me, I rocks with Currency. But I ain't buy no ticket to that joint. I got it in for free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of them type of joints. So I respect this hustle. Only like one project off of this out of 9. So I mean, you take what you want from that. It's not a good shooting percentage, 1 out of 9. But let me know what you think about Currency. Let me know what you think about this project, Vices. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. I got some more music that I actually listen to. I listen to Boosie, actually. Checked out Boosie, man. He got a project called First Day Back. This is 10 tracks, 33 minutes. A couple tracks stood out to me. 3 of them specifically. One called Playing Games. Another one called Words Mean More, and Southern Hospitality. Now, let me talk about these songs individually. Playing Games, I liked it because I forgot it had some type. Oh, it had like a Mario sample in it or something like that. He said, "Are you playing game? Are you playing game? Are you playing game?" It was hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was rocking with it. You gotta check that out. That was pretty hard. I like that one. Words Mean More. That was a track where he was like, basically like, let the beat ride. I forgot how it went, but it was hard. The beat was hard. Pause. And the fact that he was like acknowledging that and like, let the beat ride. And he was spitting some nice little melodic joints on there. I was like, dang, this Boosie? I ain't know Boosie getting this type of bag, dog. So it was nice. That was a real nice one. That got replay value. That has replay value. Words Mean More. Then this last one, Southern Hospitality, I listened to. That's like the second from last track on there or something like that. Now, this is a country-ass song, if you ask me. This is, what do you say? This that southern hospitality. You can smell it in the oven where you get it. This grandmother. Yo, I was listening to like, this is some country shit right here, dog. It was funny. And it stood out to me, so I had to write it down. This is the songs that stood out part, and those 3 stood out to me, dog. So, Playing Games, Words Mean More, Southern Hospitality stood out on Boosie Badass Project, First Day Back. Quick listen, man, it was not too bad. 3 out of 10 tracks, what's that? About 30%. Just about, that's okay, we'll take it. But let me know what you think about Boosie as an artist. I don't usually listen to Boosie, but this project wasn't bad. Let me know what you think about this project. First Day Back. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. This last project I listened to. I just finished listening to this. Lil Uzi Vert, Pink Tape. Also just recently listened to this. This was 26 tracks, an hour, 27 minutes long. God damn. Bro, this was about as long as a movie. Now, back in the days, we used to love long albums, give you a lot. But, bro, I'm just not with this, bro. This was just too long. Pause. But out of 26 tracks, only 2 tracks stood out to me. Flooded Face, which is the intro track, and A, featuring Travis Scott. That was like the 3rd or 4th track. Maybe like the 4th or 5th. But other than that, I started listening to it. It started to lose me. All the songs started to sound the same. The only single from this album that he has currently playing on the radio is I Wanna Rock. I Wanna Rock. So he has that going on right now from that album. Yep, Just Wanna Rock. Excuse me, Just Wanna Rock. That's number 15. But other than that, man, that album was long. I was like, I can't wait till this is over. Maybe that's what it was. Attention span is so short. Also, I know I'm not in his demographic. But if I'm being objective, a couple of them, I was just really just nodding my head to him. He had me kind of crunk, like on some Lil Jon stuff. Like, Lil Jon ain't never really say nothing, but the beats and the vibe that he made, it just got you amped. So this was kind of that, bro, respectfully. So it was only 2 tracks out of 26 that stood out to me. None have replay value to me personally, not even a single Just Wanna Rock, but that's just me personally. Lil Uzi Vert, I don't think I can enjoy an entire project from him, but I do enjoy his singles every now and then. But let me know what you think about Lil Uzi Vert as an artist. Let me know what you think about Pink Tape as a project. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. Let's switch it up, baby. Come on, man. About to talk about TV shows and movies that we seen recently in Corn Stream. Nah, I mean. Oh, my bad. Let's switch it up from that. Oh, we got to start with this. So I know I'm late, but I watched Creed 3 and I saw it on Amazon Prime. No endorsement. This was an hour 58 minutes long. Dang, they be really trying to push that 2-hour mark with these movies. So this was, if you don't know, this was the 3rd installment of the movie where Adonis Creed, he's still dominating the boxing world and he's thriving in his career, his family life, but Damien, a childhood friend and former boxing prodigy, resurfaces after serving time in prison. He's eager to prove that he deserves his shot in the ring. Now, the face-off between former friends is more than just a fight to settle the score. Adonis must put his future on the line to battle Damien, a fighter who has nothing to lose. That is such a BS description. I got that off Google. Point is, if you haven't seen Creed 1 or you never heard of Creed, you might get lost. Don't worry, it's a boxing movie, ultimately a spinoff from the Rocky franchise with Michael B. Jordan and the other dude, Jonathan Majors, who's going through some lawsuits. Nonetheless, this was, you know, since I'm late, I'm just gonna say this. It was average. Boom. They're not putting out too many classic movies nowadays. Classic movies where everybody can agree it's a classic. You're not seeing that too many times nowadays. This may be good for the younger generation. They may enjoy it. It's great graphics, all stars. You know, the fighting scenes, the younger crowd may enjoy it, but I feel like when they get older and look at it, they be like, yo, I can see that they're not even connecting. Like some of the puncher was so far away from the punch. I mean, the boxer, it was so weird and obvious to me. I'm like, yo, like, it's a little cringy to me. So I respect it for what it is, man. They took a spin off from Rocky, got a black man starring in it, got his you know, his story. He got a family, a deaf daughter, who I think a lot of people are saying might get another spin off, her being a deaf boxer, a female boxer at that. And black, so it's like but anyway, Creed 3 is average. Will I see Creed 4? Probably, if they make it. I'm just interested to see, like, is it gonna pick up? Is it gonna completely drop off? Like, what y'all gonna do? But nonetheless, let me know what you think about Creed 3 as a movie. I wouldn't suggest it. If nobody's seen Creed, the first one, I wouldn't even suggest watching it. I don't know. Watch it if you want to. I wouldn't call it a classic, though. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. Speaking of classic, now I don't want to call this next movie a classic, but what I will say, this movie was good as hell. It's called Sharper. Saw this on Apple TV Plus. No endorsement. This was an hour 54 minutes. I can't necessarily tell you who starred in it, but it was ultimately it was based in New York City, and it was based on a few different characters' lives, their separate lives, and it was based on, you know, everybody telling lies and running schemes on different people for money, ultimately. Now, it started off with a character, Tom. He's a light-skinned dude, owns a bookstore, becomes a simp for a light-skinned girl named Sandra, who can speak Italian. She convinces him that her brother is in trouble and she needs $350,000 to help him. He gave it to her from his father's pension and surprisingly never saw her again. That was the end of his story. Then it goes into Sandra's story, who's a young woman on parole. She meets her parole officer but gets saved from being arrested by a con artist, Max, who recruits her to work for him. She learns how to seduce a man to his hotel room, and he comes in as her mad ex-boyfriend. That's Max that does that. They steal all the valuables from the hotel after he leaves. That's where that story ends. Then it goes into Max's story, a grown man who appeared to be a spoiled, rich white kid. But he's actually a con artist who works with a woman playing his mother. Her name is Madeline. They work together and run their schemes. But anyway, they scam a billionaire in New York into thinking that, you know, she's going to be the billionaire's wife and that Max is her son from another marriage or whatever the case may be. But the whole time they running a scheme on him. But anyway, it turns out she marries the man, the billionaire, and she ends up turning her back on Max, the guy she was running the schemes with, and calls the police on him. That was kind of crazy. That's how Max's story ended. Then it went into Madeline's story, the girl he was running the schemes with. After her husband died, the rich billionaire, Madeline got left off with a $9 billion inheritance. But she had to kind of split some of the other stuff with the billionaire's son, biracial son, Tom. The same dude who got finessed in the first scene. But anyway, Tom uses his resources to find Sandra, the girl who ripped him off for $350,000. And then Madeline is confronted with Sandra, threatening to tell Tom that she is a scam artist. It is a very twisted, like, if you really probably didn't follow along with that. If you didn't, bro, trust me, this is a good ass movie, bro. Like, it shows different people's storylines and how they're all connected, and like it really got crazy when it was following Max, and then they showed that the billionaire's son was Tom. You was like, oh snap, oh yo, you knew it was about to get crazy then. I can't even tell, like, the way it ended. Oh, bro, the way it ended. Oh, it was good. It was good. I don't even want to. It's one of the movies where it's so good, I don't even want to tell you. I pray that you go see this movie. It's on Apple TV Plus. If you need a login, hit me up. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. But let me know what you think about this movie, Sharper, on Apple TV Plus. No endorsement. Or you know, if you saw it or not, but I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. That's a real good one. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's get up out of here with this sports, baby. Let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan. I had to take a drink of my water. All right, starting off with boxing, MMA real quick. Jake Paul, Nate Diaz, August 5th. A 10-round bout is what I'm seeing as of right now. I don't know if that was canceled or not. I heard some rumors, but I'll keep you updated. We'll do our research on that. Other than that, the big fight before that, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Crawford, who was actually a cameo in Creed 3, by the way. That's July 29th. The next biggest fight in boxing. I plan on purchasing that and or watching it. It's about, it is July. So about 3 weeks away. About a little bit over 3 weeks away. I got Bud in that one. But I'm more than anything, I don't care who wins. I want to see a knockout. I haven't actually watched a boxing match, a really like top-notch boxing match, top tier, where someone got knocked out and won by knockout in probably years, if ever, that I really recall. I remember seeing some Mike Tyson joints, but bro, like seriously though, you see what I'm saying? So that's all I want. We get the people what they want ultimately when it comes to boxing, but that's essentially it when it comes to boxing. I was gonna talk about the USFL. It was the Birmingham Stallions versus I forgot who played in the championship with them, but the Birmingham Stallions won the championship in the USFL for the second year in a row. By the way, if you don't know, the USFL is based in Birmingham, so no real surprise. The first season they played, all the games were played in Birmingham. It was just weird. So, no surprise. We just gonna skip past that and go into NBA real quick. So, free agency officially been going on in the off season. Can we talk about it? I'm going straight to the NBA app right now. We about to talk about a few things. This is live right now. Oh man, see, here they go. See, I didn't mean to pull that up. All right, give me 1 second. All right, there it is. Woo, man, it's been some crazy stuff. All right, so moving through the NBA trades so far. Atlanta Hawks. Rudy Gay joins the Atlanta Hawks. He was traded from the Jazz. The Boston Celtics. They got O'Shea Brissett, and they got Kristaps Porzingis in a 3-team trade. Brooklyn Nets, they get Cam Johnson on a 4-year deal. Dennis Smith Jr., he got a 1-year deal. Lonnie Walker, he got a 1-year deal. Charlotte Hornets, they got a multi-year extension from LaMelo Ball. I think that was in good taste. That was in good taste. Chicago Bulls. Javon Carter, 3-year deal. Torrey Craig, 2-year deal. Kobe White, 3-year deal. Cleveland Cavaliers, they got Karis LeVert returning on a 2-year deal. George Niang agrees to a 3-year deal. And Max Strus coming from Miami. That's interesting. He joins in the sign and trade right there. Now, Dallas Mavericks, kind of interesting, right? First of all, Kyrie returns on a 3-year deal. He said, I'm going to stay there. I'm not even looking or going to meet with other teams. He's staying right there in Dallas. That makes it interesting. Is he going to be there for 3 years? Is he going to retire there? That's the question. What is he really going to do? Is he going to puss out of this contract and team too? I don't know. Dallas Mavericks also get Dwight Powell on a 3-year deal. Dante Exum on a 1-year deal. And they get Seth Curry on a 2-year deal. Seth Curry and Kyrie played together at Duke, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So 2 teammates get together on that. Denver Nuggets, Justin Holiday agrees to a 1-year deal. Reggie Jackson returns on a 2-year deal. DeAndre Jordan returns on a multi-year deal. Somebody who we really didn't even see play for real. They put him in the game when they were up, bro. But anyway, shout out to DeAndre Jordan. My Pistons, they get Monte Morris in a trade with the Wizards. Golden State Warriors, they get Draymond Green returning on a 4-year deal. These niggas got rid of Jordan Poole and re-signed Dre. Now, I rocks with Draymond Green. That's my man. Don't get me wrong. I never met him, but I rocks with him. Especially over Jordan Poole. I rocks with him. I'm happy that he going to stay there. Retire in Golden State. But that's crazy that they did that. You would think they would have invested in the future. But, hey, they took Dre's side, bro. Hey, shout out to Dre. Shout out to Dre. They also got Chris Paul in the trade from the Wizards. So now they got Chris Paul, got Jordan Poole out of there. Might be a decent little swap if you ask me. Somebody who less cocky, more experienced, can run the second team, come off the bench. Not mad at that. They also get Corey Johnson on a 1-year deal. Houston Rockets, they get Dylan Brooks. He agreed to a 4-year deal. He coming from Memphis. Jock Landale agreed to a 4-year deal. Fred VanVleet agreed to a 3-year deal coming from the Rockets, bro. Coming from Toronto Raptors. Indiana Pacers get Bruce Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, Obi Toppin traded from the Knicks. He a New York boy too. The Clippers, they re-signed Russell Westbrook, my dog. KJ Martin joins them in a trade from the Rockets, and they get Mason Plumlee. The Lakers get Cam Reddish, Teron Prince, Gabe Vincent, Ryu Hachimura. He coming from Gonzaga. I remember him from Gonzaga. He definitely contributed in the playoffs. They need him. That was a great deal. Jackson Hayes, D'Angelo Russell, they re-signed, who was a controversial sign. And Austin Reeves, the white boy, going crazy. Clearly had to re-sign him. 4-year deal right there. Locked him in. Memphis Grizzlies, Desmond Bane, 5-year extension. Derrick Rose, going back to Memphis. He played college ball there with my boy Christopher Doug Roberts from Cass Tech. Shout out to D Rose going back to Memphis. Hope he really gets some clock, man. And Marcus Smart went to Memphis. Memphis is looking decent. They got some people on the court for until Ja returns, but then they got to figure out how you're going to incorporate everybody with Ja when he get back. That's going to be interesting. Miami Heat, they get Thomas Bryant on a 2-year deal, Kevin Love on a 2-year deal, Josh Richardson on a 2-year deal. Milwaukee Bucks, they re-signed Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, Robin Lopez, the 2 brothers, Jay Crowder, and Malik Beasley. T-Wolves, Anthony Edwards, 5-year extension, rightfully so. Troy Brown agrees to a deal. Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Shake Milton. The Pelicans, Herb Jones on a 4-year deal. Cody Zeller. The Knicks, they signed Dante DiVincenzo. I forgot his name, bro. I forgot how you pronounce it, but I forgot where he came from, Boston or somewhere. But anyway, he was a good player. But he up out of there getting his money in New York now. Thunder got Patty Mills, Victor Oladipo, traded from the Heat, and Jack White. The Magic get Joe Ingles and Maurice Wagner, or Wagner, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Patrick Beverly signed on to the 76ers. That nigga be moving everywhere, boy. Look at this. Look at the Suns. Look at the Suns. Phoenix Suns, Bradley Beal, Jordan Gooden, Isaiah Todd in the 3-team trade. They got all three of them. Keita Bates-Diop, Drew Eubanks, Eric Gordon, Damian Lee, Chimenzi Medu, Josh Okagi, and Yada Wadabe. I don't know. Anyway, point is, Phoenix trying to win too. Phoenix gonna be nice too. Jeremy Grant signed to the Blazers. Domantas Sabonis re-signed to in a multi-year extension with the Kings, rightfully so. Trey Lyles with the Kings. Sasha Vechenkov with the Kings. I don't know how you pronounce that. And Alex Lynn. Spurs, of course, they got Victor Wembanyama in the first pick of the what's the name. They also get Julian Champagny, Trey Jones, and Sandro. I'm not even gonna pronounce that last name. And last three teams, the Raptors get Jalen McDaniels, Jacob Poeltl, and Dennis Schroeder. They got Dennis Schroeder up out of L.A. Utah Jazz get Jordan Clarkson on an extension and John Collins. And then the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma signs for an extension. Jordan Poole traded from the Wizards with Ryan Rollins. They also got Landry Shamet, Tyus Jones, and a few other people. I ain't even about to pronounce that. But that's what's going on in the NBA right now. It's looking real crazy. If I had to go back and look at that, I'll say some real good contenders. I want to see what Sacramento does. Phoenix is going to be a contender out of the West. First and foremost. Memphis. I'm interested to see what Memphis does, bro. The Lakers is going to be interesting also. It's going to be interesting to see what Dallas does. And the Warriors. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the teams that I'm interested in seeing what they do throughout the season, man. But we still got more off season to go, so we'll see what happens. Let me know what your predictions are. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. We're gonna get up out of here, but before we do that, excuse me. I got listen, live. We live, man. So excuse me as I get this together. We wasn't prepared. All right, check this out. Thinking out loud. Don't you hate when you're driving down your regular roads, going to work, going home, going somewhere that you always go? Then they start doing construction. You be like, all right, cool. Maybe this need construction. Glad they're doing it. They do construction for so long and it's such an inconvenience to your route. When they're done, they take the cones away and the street look the exact same. They didn't fix none of these potholes or nothing. What was y'all doing construction on? Sometimes like, no, we had to fix the pipes underneath, or we had to fix no, fix the roads, bro. Don't be shutting it down to one lane to where I'm forced to drive behind the semi if y'all didn't really fix these roads, bro. Don't be fixing no pipes underneath. I don't care. Fix these potholes or don't put these cones up, bro. Two things that make my blood itch, and that's construction and slow internet speed. But that's just me thinking out loud. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. We about to get up out of here. First, do me a favor. Kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all that at KIWKCMC. That's Kick It with KCMC, just the abbreviations. And make sure you show love to my sponsor too, Team Elite. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also at Team Elite 313. That's TEAMELITE 313. And check out their premium urban-based athleisure wear. That's athletic leisure wear. That's t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tech fleece, jogger sets, varsity sets, and more. It's all on the website, teamelite313.com. Ask your mom, baby. Appreciate you for kicking with KC. On 4th of July at that, man. I had to get an episode in, man. But thank you. If you got this far, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the love button. Share this content. Subscribe. Hit the alert so you know when I'm going live, because I'll pop up and pull up on you at any time, even though we're working on the schedule. I got more content coming to the channel also. My man's KG. Got a new show, Unk Talk. We're going to be uploading that very soon, man. So make sure you tell a friend, subscribe for more content, and we appreciate you. We'll get up out of here.